Hello and welcome. I'm just checking my volume level. I've got my microphone on. I've had to tweak the... I'm hoping it's not too horrible. Now then, there's a lot to sort out. The rope maker, I've changed its size, so it's put it back. It won't show its chevrons because it's unlevel, as we sort of found with the other things. But I thought this is a bit of a rare opportunity to I feel like I'd like to do another year on Pallegney. So what I'm trying to say is there's a lot of sort of a scope left for it, and I think we've sort of let's leave it on 0.5 while we chat. Obviously, it's sort of like there's two things. We obviously had bought the enhanced, and it is just an enhanced. I just checked, like when it did exist a couple of sessions ago. And it really was just a normal enhanced spinny tailor, which is... What's a spinny tailor? Yeah, it was both. It was the normal, which I think is 27,000. So that means we would be owed 27,000 if we did the spinny tailor. So let's try and find it just to make sure that is right. I'm sure it is because it's a dual thing. I've sort of shrunk these, and most of them... I've got to do it properly. They're all going to have the same sign. It's the only way I can do it at the minute, although I can know how to do it. But again, it's a little bit like a few months ago. I don't quite possess the skills yet to do it, but I know how to do it, sort of. It's actually what it is. I fixed it finally. So, Kevin, it's on its way. One time this is going to go on a Let's Play right from the very first sort of time that I... Spinny Tailor, that's the one. It's 27,777. That's what we had. Yeah, I've still got the Bionic Tailor in. Oh, yeah, because it's a single. That's right. Oh, no. It does show the different sort of... Yeah, it does. Because the production is just that the... If I sort of put the Bionic Tailor down, you will note it doesn't say Bionic. It just says Tailor Shop. That's because I can't... At the mid... Oh, that's a bit monstrous. Have I done the right one? That's huge. That's one of my earlier models, surely. I don't know, that's actually fairly big as well. Have I got rid of the wrong ones? Have I because that's a monster. There's no way that fitted there. It looks like I have still got them. Yeah, I have, but so... Bionic... Yeah, they all should be about that size. That is the model now of that particular type of thing. So it's like I've used my older models for these two. Now, it is a long time since I've used them. So it looks like I've got... Although we're going to do what we're going to say. Let's have a look. Super Baker, Bionic Rope Maker. Yeah, it's all based upon the same model. Bionic Spinny Tailor. Ah, that's more like it. But it still says Spinnery and Tailor Shop. That is the right one. So I've still got a few that are still in. So that's the one. And that will be 47,777. We paid 27,777. So we would owe another 20,000. Now I know in some ways you could say, oh, it's a bit cheaty. And I sort of concur in a way. But it's one of those rare opportunities where I'm willing to pay the extra cash. The other thing is, obviously, we've also got to grab all of the grain out of the... yeah, we want to switch it off first. We have always been talking about, if we're staying here for another year and we're going to make maximum use, even if we have to get into debt, I don't mind doing that. It's the bakery that's the... Obviously, this is doing lots of things. We may have to do this as well. We may have to, but it is doing a lot of individual things, so that is capable of doing quite a lot because it's doing lots of individual things, whereas the bakery's only got two forms of flour. Even if I had a third and I had corn, it's still going to struggle because of its sheer capacity of like what it actually does per month. It's not terrible, but it isn't good either. So what I'm thinking is if we switch everything off on this, I don't think it's on. I think we switched it off. No, we didn't. So it's deactivate. They're not activated at all. So all we need to do is take the 20,000, the pig food and the tiny bit of bread. We're just going to have to take the loss. It's not a major, but with the rice flour, now that is a major. So if we go grab that 20,000 litres of that, our harvest is finished. Just seems a really good... The other thing is I have been working on... This is the Mark II. Yeah, I haven't actually. I've been working on the other one. I think, do we sell this one and get the new one? I think so. I do. I think I'd like to sort of like just keep the new one, if I'm honest. So let's sell that one. No one we're not going to get full price. But I just want to like. I'm really wanting to. How much are we going to get for that? Yeah, okay. We're 300. It's not bad. Right, we'll buy another one, and we will buy it right here. I don't want to be faffing around. This is sort of outside the scope of the normal Let's Play, so I will allow this to be like we're going doing things that we wouldn't normally do, and we're on times 0.5 because this is sort of outside the normal remit that we would normally like be doing under a Let's Play. This is me playing around with mechanics in front of your eyes. So is the we shall actually see which one is which. I know which one is mine. Yeah, now that's the old one. Why is that 1 ton and that's only 276 kilogram? That can't be right. Yeah, this one's got a proper attacher, and it really has. It stops it dead. I've removed on both of them the first. I've been talking about it for a while. This has got the. Oh, okay, the plate. Oh, of course, the plate was stuck on the old back thing. You can see that I've begun to make the ramps. That's my next thing. I did a half-hearted attempt to do. Oh, I've gone through the ramps on the ram on the thing. I need to make that a bit smaller. It's going through that front ram. Misses that one there, but we need to like alter that a little because that's not quite right. Yeah, it needs to go in a bit. And you can see the two ramps that are sort of sitting in between. They will be the things that will come out in time, but that's what we're having for now. And it does actually work properly in every other way, including I have actually battled with this afternoon. I'll just show you. I'm really quite proud of this. It doesn't wander. Oh, this has been driving me crazy with its wandering. So it's down, and now it goes up. And I just emphasise, because we all know what a pain this has been. Anybody who's watched this for a while, if I drop this down and carry on, it wouldn't still carry on, whereas it's just stopped dead now. Yeah, it's got a brake force. I think the last thing I did was tweak the sides of it so it hits the ground in the right place, and it does. So yeah, when it's, and I like this. This is ideal because the TPS drags in the ground a little bit. This actually does work, and I'm not having a go at Sariga. I'm a massive fan. What I'm saying is, I myself also dragged mine in the ground. Now it's not dragging the ground, so I could actually alter it so the wheels do hit the ground. I wanted those up before. I'd sort of deliberately done this, but now if you look closely, yeah, that now drops down and the wheels hit the ground at the very last minute, and that now, well, we're on a, yeah, it's a hilly field, but it finally should stay in place. That was my biggest thing. And also the very first, yeah, they're missing because I think they were affecting things. I'm still not sure. It's still, if you look closely, the spacing's still wrong on the first three, I should say, but it's sort of evenly spaced almost. It was all done by eye. I mean, I've got to be honest, it was not like measure, and they should have done it better. But again, it was my very first attempt at doing this. So, and of the plate, obviously, I'm going to tweak after this straight away. I did have my light panel on, but I'm going to have to rethink that and drop that a little lower now, because otherwise the ramps are going to get in the way. So yeah, I'm going to literally do the same as Sariga. I've got to be honest, I based mine on the TPS, so but it's obviously bigger and all the rest of it, and it's completely different in a lot of ways. Obviously, yeah, when we drop that, it now does that, which is fantastic, and I like that. But yeah, I do want the ramps. I want it to be possible a vehicle can go on it, even though I know it's not necessary, but I'd like this to be that kind of sort of trailer. So yeah, that's what I was working on earlier. So then we need to, I believe we were like going to grab the, let's, oh, yes, ever so weird if you bump into it, it does some right strange things. Right, so we've got that other trailer really that's a little bit surplus to requirements now, haven't we, really? No, that's not the one I want, it's the one behind the bridge there, the Axion. Right, let's go grab that rice flour out, We've obviously got a lot of work to do, but I also wanted to get this out of the way first. And I did say about the straw factory, only I think it's a bit busy down this end. I'd still like to do a little bit of tweaking, but we need more cash. Yeah, I'm going to literally strip us to the bone. If I'm selling, the other thing is obviously we're going to sell the bakery. We will get what we get, and I'd like to obviously to go bionic. So if we have to go into debt, I realise we have got some things to sell. I can't remember if there was actually worth. Now, is it in the bakery? Because the bakery is what's going. Is that what's got the flour in it? It is. Yeah. So that's switched off. It won't call for any more. We need to come in the other way. Yes, I'm very, very pleased. I've been tweaking a few diffusers. I know, it's not too deep on this. Yeah, I've been doing a few graphics. I'll stop talking in mod speak. Yeah, I've got a few graphics files for the BI Industries. Again, it's things that you learn that you didn't know before that now you do. No, oh, hang on a minute. Have I not actually done the? Oh no, it might not be. I think it's a spawn job, isn't it? Because it's flour. Yes, probably. I think we need to tell the flour to spawn. But it doesn't work like that. No, it doesn't, does it? What I mean is you can't tell the flour. The flour's a product from this rather than something from this. Yeah, you can tell the bread to spawn, but you can't tell the flour to spawn. Can you? If you move the bread out of the way, will the flour come out too? Yeah, I think it is like that, isn't it? Yeah, I'm being silly. Yeah, you just literally shift it out, or if we tell everything to spawn, we've not got it on keep, have we? No, everything's on spawn, because this was bought before Braven released his fantastic mod. So if we just grab this, we really should be able to do. I do love the Altec. It is an amazing bit of kit. It is, and now that I thought it had got a thing. I love the animations. I can't remember who the modder is, but I've got to be honest, they are well advanced. Yeah. Alexa, stop. Right. Be back shortly. Right, I had to make a cup of tea. It was my turn. That's what I set the alarm for. Right. Now then, I always forget how do I shut the door? I'm not a massive fan of this IC. I know people love it, but I personally, as a content creator, it's just a pain. It just opens windows and doors and stuff, and I've no idea how to shut them or open them or stuff like that. It's just annoying. No, that really is just that. So how do I do that? I think it's your mouse or something. I always have an all-wheel steer, I must admit. Yeah, I've no idea how that happens. No idea at all. Is it? Yeah, you probably have to be on the telehandler to actually do it, thinking about it. Toggle steering mode all-wheel steering. Yeah, and I think it's illegal on the roads, but let's be honest, I don't really particularly go on the roads a lot, so I'll have to put up with that. I have no idea. Let's just try it on with my mouse. That's it. No. Okay, it's tough then. I've got the window open. It's a hot day, so why not? Right, so then it's true. I'm sure this is going to work. I sort of apologise, but again, if we're going to stay for another year, and I'd like to, then I really would like to pull out all the stops and get everything sorted so that we've sort of chosen this route. So I was going to do something similar on another Let's Play, and I thought no, because I'm already doing the bakery, a lot of bread on this particular one. So let's just grab this lot. It's going to be a bit messy. Yeah, I was saying, wasn't I, about the modder that made the Altec. They really, change mode, change nodes and things like that, really complicated stuff, like a lot of people, like H2 Studios does with lorries and things like that. It's the That and colour modifications are the thing that I really need to do next. Yeah, I'm sort of holding me back. I've sort of got notes on doing the colour change from BDBSSB, a video I saw him do a long time ago. So I know how to do it, but knowing how to do it and actually doing it is a separate thing. You know, I mean, actually doing it and, you know, get sort of knowing how to do it, even if you've got notes, is completely different from knowing how to do it. You know, you've got to like tweak things and go through things, and you always get things wrong the first couple of times. Now that's not popping the flower, so I'm thinking I might need to go out and pop in, because that's not popping, so that means I'm not telling the flower to be an unload thing. Right, okay, so yeah, that will need rectifying if we're to get that. Or I suppose we could sort of, if we're swapping it, do we just like grab the, I think we've got a shed load. We could, I suppose what we could do, that amount of rice flour, let's have a look. How much is 20 tonnes worth? We'll just put it into material value. It's a lot easier than faffing around. That suits me down to the ground, that kind of thing. So flour, rice flour is 1,101 per 1,000 litres. Yeah, no, max price is that exactly. So we've got obviously a bit more than that, 2,908. That is in January though. So we're just selling it at what it is today. So we've got 20,000 litres of that, which is, you could say 22 grand, something like that, I would say. So if we just sell that, that's if we don't get reimbursed at its value. I keep forgetting. Yeah, these things do actually sometimes reimburse you, don't they? So we may actually get a bit of reimbursement for that as well. Value 0. It's lost its complete. Oh, come on, that's ridiculous. Why does it devalue totally? Nothing's worthless after a year. That's crazy. That's not going to help us very much, is it? So we're owed 27,000 for that. Now I'm skint because we've literally got to like get that. So we want the not the super bakery. We want the bionic, don't we? Well, yeah, that's true. The bionic is only 27,777. But we also have got 20,000 to play around with. As I said, like 22,000. So we've got a bit to play around with on top of the cash that we've actually got on hand. So I don't really mind, as long as this is done fairly. So by spirit, yeah, I will muck around with these as well. Spinny Taylor is what we're going to put down as well. The standard one, I think we're going to go bionic, so that's going to cost us more as well. So whiskey, self-sufficiency, luxury desserts, bionic. Yeah, we're down to the bionics. Enhanced soy factory. We're going to make a bionic bakery. That's what we want. So 27,777. Why are you saying the land is not owned by you? It must be trying to stretch out further than the actual model. No, we perhaps did a bit of that. Now that would work there. It is sort of in a better place in a way. Right, smashing. Okay. 20,660. Let's give ourselves the 22,000 that we're owed for selling the product. Did that? I don't think it did give us anything back, did it? I didn't see it, but I'll check in editing, but I don't think I'm cheating, because that looks about right with what we actually had. So 22,000 for the loss of that, because in real life, I know I always say, but I mean, let's be honest, also the other thing is it wouldn't devalue to the total cost and we'd get nothing back. So if we sold all the wood and the components, we'd get nothing back. Again, I know, but we just upgraded. We'll be fair, even though obviously mechanics are being very cruel. I mean, I could put the mod that gives you total the same value, but I think that's cheating too. But I just would like it where I got some cash back for what we've done. So yeah, that's the Bionic Bakery. As I said, this is what I was saying. At the minute, I can't say Bionic Bakery, but I know I can in the future. I can sort of put a change node for the different models where this one says Bionic. So it does say Bionic Bakery down here, and it's things are right, it's usually in the XML file for the Bionic, and it will say Bionic, but it won't say Bionic on the label, because I've got to do a special swizaroo that I don't quite know how to do yet. I could do it, it's just I'm busy with everything else, and of all the things I've got to do, it sort of seems that it's not really that important. But right, so we've been reimbursed, so we now need to switch that on. So we want to, and it's on keep, which is quite useful. And bread from rice flour also is, and we will obviously start to run everything down here. So now we're left with doing the Bionic Spinny Tailor. If we're going to stay here, I'd like to make this work, because we are getting a shed load of wool. We've got a shed load of wool up the top as well. So to me, it just makes sense. Even if we're absolutely skint, and this entire session, why have we got weeds in that beautiful field that's like our poor sheep have got to put up with? That's terrible. Well, we've at least got a load of wool to take down as well, which is amazing. Right, so let's get this sorted, and then we can actually get on with business as usual. Now, have we got we haven't got a baler, have we? And it is a long time in to like not have a baler, but we have got a square. I suppose we ought to look for a baler, as in like for when one drops. They usually do drop. We've been very unfortunate, really, with like what we've got. Yeah, we have. And we've got the 2 Rossa mashers, which they did very, very well. Right. So then now we have got extra rice. So is the flour up here then? Is that? No, we had 20,000 litres down there, definitely, without a shadow of a doubt. So let's grab the telehandler and bring him up here as well. I don't think he'll be able to turn around. Yeah, they're not very good at this malarkey where, so I think I'll do this. I will set a worker to go up, but let's just see. They're not very good. I'm not sure he'll even make it that far, but we'll have a go. Yeah, that's exactly what I thought. Teddy, or TD, you are absolutely rubbish. I could direct a child of 6 to go across this field and they would not fail. Although I'm not sure about driving a telehandler though, but yeah, a child of 6 would definitely not lose direction with like travelling from there to there. So it doesn't speak terribly highly of the AI, does it really, that they can't even travel across a field. Yeah, so I don't know why. Obviously, again, it's I don't know whether it's harder to get the AI splines right on the travel on FS25. Right, no, we do need that. I wanted to shift the stuff out the road. I just want to make maximum space because it's going to grumble. I mean, I know we can put it in B mode, but why make it hard for yourself? So obviously the other thing is the Bionic is going to really ramp up the wall, but we need it. The rope maker likewise. We could now go Bionic and Super, but I'm going to keep that one as it is. I think if we go like Super on this, I think that will be enough. Oh, yeah, there's an awful lot of juddering on the game. It really is not very good at all. We really could do with grabbing that out of the way as well. Fantastic. Which we'll grab one of the tractors to do that job. Being as your engine started, you will do nicely. Yeah, I mean, we've gone from one extreme to the other, haven't we? I mean, we've spent a lot. We've got 2 harvesters now, which is fantastic. What a shed load of tractors of all different ranges. I really don't think, unless there was some stupendous bargain, I don't think we need. Oh, we should stop doing that. Yeah, it's a bit. Obviously, a conical is a little bit sort of heavy in that way. So we want a Bionic Spinny Tailor, which I believe is 47,000, so we will have to lend a little bit of cash. Yeah, that's the standard Spinny Tailor. Ours is 47, so we'll need to lend. We're not going to be able to work. Yeah, we might have to. Oh no! I'm giving myself the money now for free. No, that's not what we want to do. We literally want to borrow it by legitimate means, not injecting cash like cheating. That's not what I'm after at all. No, so this one, finances, we will borrow. I think we'll have to borrow 10. We do need a bit of cash for like doing things, or we might level. I don't think it'll need level in there because it was already level with the old one. So I think it's 47,777, and we will then ramp up production with this. Right, so then yeah, we know about the overlapping. That is true. We just need to this is old as well. I haven't actually that is actually exactly where it was. You can see where it was where we did the like covering, so that's spot on. We've got 4,883. Yeah, I think we're gonna have to leave the straw on for a little bit. We're going to stick time up again now. We want to stick the spinny tailer on, so it's calling for clothes. So we want to activate, and we want to activate. Oh, I'm having struggling with my words today. Yeah, you can see the cycles are really, really. Well, the one thing we do need to do is actually grab. Let's grab the 8 that we have got, and we'll stick those straight in. It seems sensible. And also, have we fed our sheep? I have a sneaky feeling the answer to this question is no. Yeah, I don't think we have. We need to check this out. Although, why has he got that little thing, which is the one for feeding those if I haven't fed them? So I might have done, actually. How much have we got in here? Yeah, that's definitely good. Definitely. Fantastically fine. Let's stick this like that, I think. Let's grab the telehandler and stick this in. Do I time that? No, it doesn't take very long at all to grab these. You just have to maneuver them. Right, so we need to drop those. And we're literally now, we're sort of on, okay, we're a little bit in debt, we know this, but, and we're looking for a square baler. We've got, I mean, it just seems silly to me, we've got that beautiful thing. If I don't see one, and we've got some cash, which we should have at some point, we'll treat ourselves to a square baler. Might go the Colossus, but hopefully we will actually get one in the sales at some point soon. Yeah, these are flawed by these. This is what I was saying about. Now then, can I? How would that work? It might do. I just had an idea. If you sort of like stuck them like that in between the other two, would that? You'd have to be very, very careful though. It would sort of work though. Yeah, but I don't know how you'd, you know, like do the next row or something. You might just be able to get 3 with this, and it would legitimately get those spikes underneath. Again, though, in real life, it wouldn't work because they'd be falling out because you'd only have one spike on them. Mind you, they might collapse inward, but obviously, again, it is a game, and I keep saying this. Some of this you've got to remember is a game. It's like, yeah, there are certain sets of rules. Ooh, okay. And now that is obviously something I've done earlier that it's not liking. Now that I've not seen before. It never did that before. So I wonder if that's because I might have left something out of scale. Doesn't like that at all. Right, okay. Is it settling down? We shall see if we put some more on it. If it bounces again, we'll use the other trailer because it looks like it's even just me coming close to it is bouncing. I thought it was going too well. Oh, with this trailer, the adventures of this trailer is just unbelievably. Yeah, it's not liking that, is it? it's you've got to see the full inside of this. I mean, that they're gonna shake off on me. Oh, do you know, seriously? I don't think the straps are working either. Yeah, they're sort of like almost ethereal. Let's just, if we can get this in, you can see that's not liking that. We're getting errors on this. So I'm missing an index. Right, okay, it's not liking that. It's even shaking the actual... Yeah, that's terrible. I mean, it is... And that's what you get when you... It never showed any errors, though. That was the weird thing. It really is. I did this in testing earlier, obviously for the Tatra and everything, but yeah, there's obviously something not quite right with it, so I think we'll leave this out of play for this session, definitely. Well, at least it won't wander anymore. That's you've got to see the footage of that, haven't you, really? Oh my life. Right, let's grab the other trailer. Well, I suppose we might just be able to manage what we've got actually just with the telehandler at present. So we've got stuff strewn all over the place. Oh, do you know, seriously. Oh dear. Yeah, I've got to see the funny side. It's been one of them weekends where I'm quite pleased with what I achieved, though. I'm sort of got almost all of the mods. Obviously, we've got some older models that we've seen on this, but I've almost like got everything else. So there's a bit of like tidy up that I thought I'd done a little bit better than I have, and obviously there's a bit more work to do. But I've nearly got everything sorted to the new models, including the rope maker now, which is also like very similar size. And I had a bit of a go at that earlier. The cement factories now working. I've been working on that, tweaking. Not really major efforts. Oh, seriously? Seriously? Oh well, you've sort of let me get away with it. Although I think that top one's not strapped, so that one could go either way. It might be nice or it might be nasty. I think it's going to be nasty. Yeah, we'll grab the last two in a minute. And then we will go through... Well, we have got some ropes, and we are in dire need of, like, finances, and the ropes are always good, so we could really grab those. Also, there's that other wall just over the back that we can see, so let's grab that too. Yes, there's certain bits of them that are not quite in the bale trigger. I've got, again, these are little tiny finishing touches that... if I was ever going to put these into the mod tub, I'm not sure if, I mean, that's not what I wanted to do at all. We could stick those in, because really these should be called at some point. Yeah, that's true, we need to tell them to keep, don't we? So with the rice flour, let's go in the production silo, and let's... distribute rice flour. Oh, we are distributing it, so that should already be doing that. Yeah, I was also thinking about like putting all my production silos in, and then I thought, hang on a minute, again, I could do this when I get better at modding, but at the minute, because they're all different sizes physically, I'm not sure how to do that. Again, I think it's also changed nodes, like I was talking about, the signs that need to be different. I have seen it done and I could do it, but again, it's going to be one of those things where I need to spend like half a day a major, sort of like just concentrating on that one thing. So, right, so that's done, we've still got a little bit of wool to do. And then I think, all things considered, the straw isn't going anywhere, are we actually? Well, we really need to replant tomorrow morning, don't we? So like if we're going to do wheat or barley, then we really need to like get that done in the morning. So I think this session's going to be probably like doing that. Yeah, obviously, and also probably selling the... Well, I could do the selling of the rope tomorrow morning, where we will get some more as well. We have got plenty of, we've got my cedar as well, haven't we? So we're going to have to put up with the stones, unfortunately. We have not got a de-stoner, have we? We've not got a stone picker. Have we got a front? We have. We could have a bit of fun though, really. I could charge around and do that whilst... Yeah, this sparkly effect that we get here, I don't know what that is about. Fantastic. Yeah, I've noticed it quite a few times. There's like sparkles around this bit here. Yeah, like you can, as you're coming towards it, there's like little sparkles happen just in this area. It's been, I don't know what it is, but it is sort of like a bit special. It's like a reflecting off mirrors or something, but I don't think it is that. But I've noticed it lots of times. Thought I was imagining it a few times, but I'm not. Right, so then we're in debt. We've got the. We're going to go through till tomorrow. What? All right, have we still got the? No, it wouldn't. Yeah, we'll go through till right. So the animals are fed good enough now. Then have we got anything that we do need to sell? Though I think we did have some things on green. Well, not really. No, we're all right. Yeah, we are. I mean, the rope's always good. Yeah, that is always on super duper duper. So that we've got 3,000 litres of it, which is not bad at all. So let's go through till September morning. And we will really do want to be 9 o'clock. Well, I've always done it like that. I always think it's starting to go the other way, isn't it? Well, in Britain the clocks get turned back and forwards and that, so yeah, we sort of get used to August being one of those strange. Right, okay, so the wool's done straight away. How are we doing? Oh, Baylor. Oh, it's around. It's around, Baylor. Oh, is that just not typical? 6 metre corn header. That's a very good price as well, isn't it? We've not got around. Yeah, I mean, you could make big bales with though, but we've got square already. I think, yeah, we're just gonna have to leave it. It's like it's a no, definitely. It's a shame, but it is what it is. Right. So then, ooh, that farmer let that crop wither. Ooh, that is very, very bad. Right. So then, we've also got this little lot, haven't we? So we really, the first thing we need to do is, does it hurt to sow in the rain? I would have thought actually that was good for crops to be sowed in the rain. Not sure, but I know you can't harvest, but I'm talking about in real life now. I don't think the game punishes you for it anyway, but I really do think that I am right, that that's not a terrible thing. Have we got my cedar? I thought we had. I think this is the only thing we've got my special plants though, haven't we? Or the thing, is it mine or is it the original, the proper planter? Can't remember. Is it the BI Industries one or is it the? I think it really is the proper. It is the 3TIL. Yeah, it is. So it really is not of any use to us at all. It looks like we've got this, this or this. So then, we need to fill this up. And it's not going to take very long for this worker to like do one of those fields. And while we're doing that, we're going to like grab all of our bits and bobs. I have got my other model back as well, so I do like this one, but I just prefer my old one. I got quite attached to the modelling on it. Fantastic, right, so then we want, yeah, I was forgetting about the mustard. We haven't got, I suppose we could do the mustard actually. It's something a little bit different, but when do we actually put mustard into the ground? Have we got enough fields? It's right now actually, August, September. It's not a bad crop actually, but I don't think we've quite got enough fields, so I think we're going to do. Let's have a look. We're gonna do. We definitely. Let's have a look at our things. So we want enhanced meal. We can do barley and we can do wheat. So we want to do one of each. Let's set you going. Haven't we got the Great Plains as well? We have. We can set that going too, can't we? We've also got my old favourites. The ARM team have been busy doing all of my old favourites. That's a point. We can buy the square baler from the ARM team. I'm being silly. Yeah, I'm just about to tell you about the ARM team doing that, and I'm just that eureka mode where you're like, aren't you after a Jeep? We are indeed. So we want barley. Yes. So really, we just need 12,000, and then we can have that beautiful old John Deere that, yeah, I've had in so many Let's Plays. So let's set this going, and then we'll like assist with the other one. And we'll also grab the fertiliser and fertiliser. Now that I'm not sure you could do in the rain. I'm not sure about this. I'm well happy that Schnibble Modding has sort of... This no longer can be called the Lurcher, because it no longer lurches. It is fantastic. I love it. Yeah, there's a weird sound glitches as well in places. And also, that's always been a thing in the game. Western Wilds had one spot that was absolutely horrible. It was like a dead zone, a field that was terribly bad, where like normal mechanics, almost like the Bermuda Triangle of the FS25. I don't know if Alien Jim's like ducking out, so we've not had anything of him on FS25 other than obviously rejigging No Man's Land. So I'm presuming that he's ducked out, which is a bit of a shame, because he is an absolutely amazing modder. Now then, that is a point actually. Do we need to lime these? Because we are under precision farming now. Oh, we did. Did we pay for the fields to be scanned? I can't remember. We obviously did. Yeah, or I scanned them, one or the other. Yeah. Now then, so then, pH, yeah, nitrogen, terrible. Apart from where, obviously our work is doing that. Got a bit of like... Fantastic, let's leave them to it, and we're going to go and grab... Yeah, we're not going to like... We're not skiving, honest, we're just going to grab... Yeah, the wool. The rope, I think, is the most important. All my life, that would have wrecked the spikes. So. Concentrate, for heaven's sake, man. Do apologise. Right, we do need to take. Well, actually, let's just check the rope factory and see. Do we need to take any as we're going down there anyway? Rope maker has got 26,000. I don't think that's going to like run out of wool anytime soon, so we really don't need to do that. Let's just go grab the rope and we'll sell that straight away. Oh, I'm being silly. Oh, forget, they can't actually, they don't understand. Yeah, you have to lower it for them. Now they'll understand. Yeah, they can't figure it out. They need to lower it. They'll switch it on, they know that they like have the width and all the rest of it, but they can't do it themselves. You have got to lower it for them. And that probably is me, that there's probably a setting where I need... I'm sure I had done it though, to say it needs lowering. Perhaps I need to tell the AI it needs... Oh, my life, we've got quite a bit of rope here actually. Oh, we've uncovered some stuff where obviously the rope maker used to be a lot bigger. So we can actually now cover that with some asphalt so we can't see it. Yeah, there's actually quite a bit of room there now. Must as well keep our eye open for December for the selling of our bread, being as we're going so bad. I don't know, I'm sure did we miss it last year? I'm sure I missed it. Rings a bell. Why did I not bring a trainer with me? Apologies for the... This is why I often go into a time lapse, because loading is one of those things that really needs your concentration. more rain on the way. Yeah, so we've got the moisture mod on. I think I mentioned it last session, but just in case I didn't, I'm just mentioning it now. So 5,000, this should bring in quite a bit of cash. And we'll hopefully, first thing we'll do, I mean, we have made use of the loans a little bit more on this than I normally would have done. So, but again, I've sort of played it frequently. You don't need it. We've had a lot of ups and downs, a lot of, well, we've bought a lot of fields. It's been the biggest thing that I've always sort of thought we've done on this one. So, right, let's grab those as well. Yeah, this juddering really is bad. I hope the Giants can tweak this down. Instead of putting more and more into the game, they can actually like fix what isn't working properly. Ooh, not quite as much as I hope, but it's still not bad. Let's just repay the loan. 36,124. Fantastic. So then also, yeah, how well did we do with the clothes? Obviously, we're using a bionic spinny tailer now, so we have 1,953. It should be on keep, so that's only 2,000 litres. It's done in a month. Is that right? I think it was about 1 tonne. Yeah, there are a few things like that, the spinny tailer and that I really do need to check and see if I've got it right. So yeah, it might be in need of a bit of tweaking. Yeah, because I mean, I've basically upped. Oh, let's push them all down first, and then we'll push them all inwards. It reminds me of Riverside, where we used to do this every day. Push them all down, and then push them all back into like 2 piles, and then like lift them on top of each other. Sure we'll get away with that though, but we're going to give it a shot. We might need to do 2 piles. I mean, this is amazing, isn't it really? 8,000 litres pretty much of wool every single day. It's, I mean, even just selling the wool, it would be fantastic. You know, this is where Mack Trucker's long ones really are really a good idea. Obviously, because you could get all of those, you could get 8 at a time, which is quite phenomenal. And of course, wool is light, so it's not really going to be a real. So for now, we're definitely going to be using this until I can fix whatever I've done to my tray. It'll be a scale thing. I'll have like forgotten to scale something back down to. Yeah, sorry, forget you don't know what I'm on about. Yeah. Scale is one of those things that needs, in any kind of modelling, on any kind of game, scale needs to be set back to 1. If it's out of scale, it does really weird bad things. The way that was misbehaving, I think I've forgotten something. I was sort of rushing a little bit. Yeah, as an afterthought, I knew I was going to sit with my wife and watch a programme, so I was sort of rushing, and it was like 5 minutes left, and as you do, you were like trying to get it all sorted, but it's always a mistake, always a mistake. That's catching that. Oh, no, that was never a good idea to run into spikes like that. Oh, okay. The fertilizer and the thing, I think, have bumped into each other. Oh, that one's actually stopped. Why have you stopped? You've not finished. Still got some sort of weirdness going on. Why are you like thinking about it? You've got loads of scale to like scope this out. Ah, there's a bit down here that's been missed. Why are they just sitting there? Well, I don't think it has been missed. I think it's just the soil. That's making no difference at all, so it's got to be that. Okay, if we've got to do it ourselves, we'll do it ourselves. Can't afford anybody slacking off and not doing the job. Right, I'm going to go into a time that's being as I've had to take over, and I got work to do. At least we paid the debt off, and yeah, I do think I need to tweak the settings on the Bionic. That is a bit not so good. Yeah, I think what I'd got a golden rule. What I was talking about was as a golden rule, not as a like, because some things are like small anyway, and maybe the Bionic like spinny tailer might be one of those things. It is doing two jobs at once, but you still would want your tailer, I think, to do, I would say about 1.25 tons, 1.5 would be a level one. I would have thought, based upon the little ones the Giants did, I would have thought that was the minimum anyone would want, a ton of goods per month. And I thought 2.5 tons for a Bionic, and was it 5? I thought it was 5 tons a month for a Super is what I was thinking as a golden rule. There are some things that are obviously like Baker's, the rates are basically double what each of the normals would be. So. I have no idea what the workers' problem was. We could see quite easily, unless it is the rain. Unless the rain, they're not supposed to work in the rain. But I would have thought for seeding. Again, I also said this, like for a few minutes, even when it starts to rain, your soil doesn't clog up instantly. You've definitely got a while before, if you had got clayey soil, and if you've got fine soil, there's no real problem. So. I do hate seeing all these stones, but what can you say? Right, anyway, time-lapse time. Yes. We'll see you guys and gals on the other side. think that is us done. Yeah, it does make very, very quick work of most small to medium fields. It really is. I do like this a lot, and of course I have tried to tweak this and make it into as close to a real seeder as possible, in so much as speed and all the rest of it, so that it can't be like it's based upon real physics, something you could really do in the real life. As I said, I think there's probably still a gaming convention that you probably need to do obviously more, but that is just one of those things. Obviously game mechanics, you've got no control over that, but you could really cast. It's been done for thousands of years, so it's not like I'm making it. Really ought to have done them different. Yeah, it's alright. It's beautiful, the ground deformation in a way, but obviously the soil, it's a real pain on a farmyard, so really not ideal. Right, so then we have still got some work to do, haven't we? We've got to go drag the wall down. Now I'm hoping the worker actually does do the right area and it's not going to mill around. It's only got to go around the edge of the field. They don't all faff around. So this is all should be fully fertilised, and yeah, pH value good. Okay, well it did look very good when we looked at the forgetting. Yeah, wheel slip. It is weird because in real life they really are quite. You see, although I suppose you see them whizzing around on roads, it's a little bit different, isn't it, really, I suppose. We've got loads down here. It's true, actually. I think we really need to be sticking this in the... well, either the production silo and it'll make its mind up where it needs to go. Ooh, dear. This is a bit of a struggle. We might need to grab a... yeah, we might need to grab a tractor. Ooh, yeah, okay. I yield. It's getting too deep. Yeah, I'm not sure about the fertiliser in the rain. The sort of seeds, I'm quite sure they're a bit of a different matter, but really, let's just grab a bit of grass as well while we're passing. I did intend to grab the stone picker, my stone picker, and have a bit of fun, but that went by the wayside as soon as the workers started to misbehave. Grass, we'll just fill it, I think, because it is for the sheeps anyway. This one, the sheep. Yeah, I was talking about the old good old days in FS19 where the grass used to. We would all be like panicking now if this was FS19. I wouldn't dare to bring this out in the rain. It was just such a terrible thing, really. Oh wow, it took a lot more than I thought. Oh, wow. Oh, it's wow! Literally, almost filled it completely. That's fantastic. We did buy it. Yeah, that is a quick, isn't it? I think we're going to borrow the quick for a bit. Yeah, I do like the Altec. But I haven't used the quick in a while. Ah, it's a front loader. Of course, I don't think we can convert it, can we, the quick? It needs an adapter. So, do you know, we'll stick to the Altec. Right, so we need to go get that off the field before it grows in the morning and we get to mayhem. It is still a bit lurchy. Yeah, I was like thinking, why is this like not moving? And I was thinking, it's still lurchy. It doesn't lurch like it did though. It really was. Yeah, like now I'm pressing reverse, and there's a delay. That was sort of what I'm on about. Now there's a forward delay. It's it's like the power delivery. So I think it is just a convert, but it's converted a little bit nicer than it did in FS22. It used to drive me crazy. But it still does lurch a little. Yeah, there's that. You know you're pressing your trigger. It's that moment of doubt where you're like thinking, am I pressing the trigger, or why is this not going? And then you realise that it was the Series 8 on FS. Yeah, like now, there's about a 2-second delay on reverse, and then a 2-second delay on forwards. Yeah, and then it's almost like it's still thinking about engaging the gearbox. It's still it's a good tractor, but it really is one of those things that I'm like, oh no, it's the lurcher. So yeah, it still is lurching. It still is the lurcher. We'll have a look in a minute to see if both of those fields are done, and if so, we will go through till October morning. I think at least we've broken free of the curse of being in debt. And we've sort of, yeah, I mean, we've got the Bionics. It'd be just interesting to see as well, like what. Oh wow, fantastic. We could set. Oh no, we've got straw, haven't we? Yeah, if we're going to do the straw model, we need to treat straw. Oh, it's just so annoying, isn't it? Because with the crones there, you're not going to get much of a better, and they are big bales. Can we afford to wait? We are 100 and something short. We are, actually, it's true. But I'm sure we could get into debt for that. My gut says leave it, so I'm going to go with my guts. Right, so then I think we've done everything. Let's just check everything is actually working properly, and like how well it is. So this I think needs tweaking. 1986. Although the other thing is, it's the delay in sending the stuff over to the wall. So it'd be interesting to see if what we get now. Yeah, and how is the Bionic Bakery doing? It's got 2,949 litres. Obviously, again, it's keep, so it shouldn't have any outside at all. So again, that's 3,000 litres of bread from flour. That's not really terribly good. So that I think it definitely, for a Bionic, should be at least. I know I did say 2,500, so actually it's not far off what we sort of said. Yeah, the lowest one is about, I would say 1.5. I think when I was thinking about this, I thought 2.5, because obviously I'm going on Giants type thing, but even theirs is less than that. I would say 2.5, 5 and 10 is what I thought. I'm not sure what everyone else would sort of think about, whether that's too good or the mill should be doing well. Yeah, distributing, rice flour distributing. We've got no long grain rice in, so we can switch that one off. I think that we swapped flours, didn't we, one time, if I remember rightly. Yeah, we've got that kind of flour now. So yeah, rice 5,300, sorghum distribute. Is that not on? It's not activated. Long grain was just switched off. Barley flour was also not activated. I think we did that on purpose because of the Bionic Bakery. So I've missed a month. So actually we shall see in the morning how that actually copes with that, because I still think we might need to still don't think it's going to be good enough, if I'm honest. We may have needed a super. We shall see. Of course, we have only got so much goods, so I mean, it may be that we actually catch up in that way. So we've fed the animals. Is there anything that we should be selling? And also, we are not. How are we doing with the grapes and oils? We're forgetting those. Are we not taking this stuff down to the grapes and oils? I think we're out of. Yeah, we are. We need to be taking that lot down. So we're not going to speed time up. We're going to do that next session. We're going to take those boxes I've been spying down to that. I think we lost some, didn't we, as well? That was the other thing with the losing the stuff the other day. So we've got some rice to take down tomorrow, and also some olives and grapes to take down. So also, how are the vegetables doing? These have been quiet for ages. It's the storage field. I mean, I'm not seeing anything. I mean, the value of them is really what we go by. I've not seen them like selling for any. Yeah, when is it? February. I think these are what I missed last year. So we really need to do that. How are the greenhouses doing as well? I think we've got plenty. I've been keeping my eye on them. Yeah. Bit of water, perhaps. Some of them we've topped up a little bit back, so we need a little bit more water, but they're not going to run out anytime soon at all. So, yeah, so they're good as well. Shall we go through? Yeah, we will go through. I'd like to just see how everything's doing by tomorrow morning, giving it almost a full 24 hours. And we should also see... Ooh. No, we just... Did we not... Oh, I can't remember if the fertiliser guy or lady's finished. Let's have a quick look. I think... Did I not grab it off the field, I think? Let's have a look. Yeah, I did. I thought I did. Yeah, so should be... Yeah, that's perfect. That's perfect-ish. Obviously, there's a band of soil there that's not very nice. pH is actually a bit poor. It's not. It says good, but I would say that's mind you, I suppose it's not. Yeah, I don't like that. We not like to be the nice green, so we really did miss a trick with that. So our wool's up to 8,000 litres again. How did we do in the productions? Bionic Spinny Tailor is 4,000. So it is doing about 2,200 litres per day. Not bad when you consider it's also making the fabric as well. Yeah, it's doing two processes, so you've got to take that into consideration as well, I suppose. It's a double process. So to do that complete amount, I don't suppose that is really bad. Now, what about the bakery? 7,160 litres. That's about 5 odd tonnes. So it's doing the 2 flowers and making 5 odd tonnes a day. That's, again, not bad. I'm quite pleased with that. So how much is the rope maker doing? It's on spawn. Yeah, we'll keep it on spawn as well. I'm quite happy with that. So let's just have a quick pop down to the rope factory. No, I always do that. Is it? How much have we got? I need to do the door as well, I know. So it's about 2 of those a day, about 2,000 litres. So again, I would say the rope maker, if anything, slightly generous, but I would say that's where I'd like it to be, about 2,000 litres for that. So I don't think that's too terrible. So the 2 crops are growing. What is in the sales this morning? I really think we ought to do that, you know. I just don't think we can afford to hang around. Yeah. I'm arguing with my guts. Oh, I've forgotten about that. Oh, no. It's going to be in the middle of the field, isn't it? I'm tempted, if we're going to go that route, to actually just pop up to the top. I'm sure it's actually in the field, isn't it? I'm sure it is as well. It's first growth stage. We may get away with that if we grab. Which one's got narrows? I think it is. Oh, how many clicks? This has got narrows, nice narrows as well. It's actually more of a... I think we're fortunate. I think it's first growth stage, so we might get away with this where we wouldn't get away. And let's also reset that as well. I don't want anything like that happening again. So we're down to 15,000. I think the last thing I'm going to do this session is I'm going to sell the RQ sand. There's no point in having it. It's a shame we've not got enough to... there's no point in having a square, is there? It's a good thing, or we may not get much for it, but there's just no point. It's clogging up the thing. So let's go sell it. And we'll see if there's anything else that we can sell to offset like what we're going to lose for doing this. We'll do the wool and everything else next session. And next session of honey. I think the honey's this time of year. I'm sure it is. March. Right, okay. So from January to March, we've got lots of things that are selling. Oh, that's right. Why did I go through? I was supposed to not be going through because I need to take the... Yeah, I was supposed to be taking the olives and that down. Monta. Oh, we'll do it this session. The one good thing is, obviously, it's still producing, so we're not really going to waste it. It's just we've lost a bit of productivity from the grapes and oils, and that's down to my fault, so it's not like I can say anything. We have got a lot to sell, actually, that's still in there, but yeah, we really do need to... It's like anything in life, isn't it? You win some, you lose some. You remember one thing and you forget something else. Just try to remember most things, and you get good days at the office and bad days at the office, don't you, really? And with me... no, you too, I do get some good days at the office too. Yeah, no, it is indicated. It's a shame, but sometimes these things don't work out. When I saw this, I thought, ooh, but we've leased them for a couple of times, and we've still not managed to sort of get one, have we? So yeah, we could buy a lorry, actually. Wow, this juddering certainly has got worse. Oh, not bad. I'm tempted to buy an Anderson, but we will hang on a bit. Oh, we could sort of, it's true, we could loan a bit of money and do the Jaguar. I'd forgotten about, like, yeah, sometimes if I'm a bit tired, I forget about that little trick. Right, so we want to borrow a fortune. This is another thing that I wonder, do I limit this to what if I've got the cash to do it? And I thought, I don't know. But again, I'm all ears to see what was it 370 something? Just gone out the game for some reason. That's right, 289. Now we can do it. We don't want anything extra. Fantastic. We could, I'm thinking, treat yourselves to an Anderson. But then again, I know I've done this, I did say this before. Sometimes I hang back for like, oh, you could get it in the sales. Well, if you do get it in the sales, you can always sell your new one. You're going to lose a bit, but it's still a win. So I just think that while we've got the cash, once we've sold this, if we've nearly got enough after sort of paying it back, that we should buy the Anderson. Because we do need it immediately. Yeah, I mean, it's the job that we need to do this next session, so. Right, let's sell. Repay, I mean, sell. I think we should have enough and a little tiny bit left over to, like worker fees as well. So I think we should be alright. Yeah, it's because... But obviously we actually sold our old one for 40 odd grand as well, so I think we will. We've got still gonna have 50,000 left, so I think we're gonna do it. Yeah, you can't hang around sometimes. Sometimes you just gotta like take the bull by the horns, and other times it is true you really do have. You can, but again, you can really. About transport. Is there anything else I'm missing? Like, yeah, I'm going to say I've not always looked at everything. Oh, it does the bigger ones. Well, that's good, because we are doing the bigger ones, aren't we? So that means that see, that's a bonus. Yeah, we're going to go for it. And that's, obviously the other one is what we just bought is the G866 as well. So we could just go big, I think. Fantastic, let's grab that. Pop down the next session, we're going to do a bit of baling. In fact, we're going to do a lot of baling. And hopefully we may just be able to put the straw factory down as well. We might have enough, but we should have it over the winter. We should have what we've got. I mean, the one thing is we've saved our bales all the way from the beginning, and obviously I hadn't done the straw mod, the straw factory at the time when I was here. This is quite a new sort of thing. In fact, I've not actually had it on a Let's Play. No, I have. I've got it on Louisiana, but we've not used it very much yet. In fact, I must do a couple of sessions. yeah, I've got at least 2 Let's Plays finishing. I was debating with this one, but I think I'd like to run another year. So I think we'll put the straw factory down and we're going to run to the end of next year. I would have liked to have followed the path that I followed on FS25, which we did actually have animals about now, so we sort of hung back a bit. We're not doing quite as well as we did in FS25, but I think that's because we've... I'm trying to think, did I? No, I had good equipment on that as well. I think I missed a couple of opportunities though. And the other thing is bread's not necessarily the best. It's not terrible, but it's not like doing luxury desserts or something like that. Can't get past that. The other thing is, obviously, I would like to buy this field to the left of us. So again, when we've done all this, again, the straw factory is going to help us. And then I think we do definitely need to go animals, or do we just stick to the... It's true, I hadn't done sheep. We've gone a different route, so I think we'll stick to the route that we've taken. I think if we've got the straw mod down, the straw production, straw factory, I think we're going to be doing well enough. Or it's not the richest of factories, it's just we've got a lot of straw, and it does bring in quite a lot of profit in comparison to selling straw bales. So it really isn't a bad thing at all. Right, so I'm going to leave it there. Yeah, all that remains to be said is thank you very much for watching. Truly do hope you're going to stick with me on this journey. And I'm going to say goodbye for now.